Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's K-Wife here. Hope everyone's day is going great today. Today we're going to be playing some Fortnite, and people voted for Monster Hunter this week, so we're going to try to play some Monster Hunter tomorrow. I would have done Monster Hunter today, but I had to run some errands. I had to do some stuff at the post office, so we're doing Fortnite. It's easier to get a few matches in before the next stream. So hopefully everyone's day is going fantastic. And thank you so much for entering our contest for our member stream. So congratulations to Gamer Gal for winning that one. And looks like this is a new thing in the item shop. Honestly, that looks really cool. This character does look kind of cool. I have another dragon character similar to her, but just like a different dragon girl. But honestly, this one looks pretty cool. Alright. Alright, so, yeah, looks like there's some interesting things in the item shop. We've got some Matrix stuff, and of course LeBron James is still in here. And some summer outfits. Honestly, this is kind of cute. You get you get the little ruby packs, and you get a cool, honestly, just for the background, the loading screen with the surfing, it looks pretty cute, and you get that all for 1,300 V-Bucks. It's not too bad of a deal. And we've still got DC characters in here, so let me just put it on public so people can get in. And honestly, let me see if I can, good to see you guys in the chat. Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. So, we should be opening, I believe I just unlocked somebody on the Battle Pass. Okay. So, I'm actually working on page, 5 of the Battle Pass now. So we finally unlocked this character in her infiltrator outfit. So maybe we will actually check her out and see what that character looks like, because I haven't really shown her at all. And I still haven't unlocked Darth Vader like a lot of you guys have, or Malik. Alright. Or Malik, probably. This is his actual name. So, great to see you guys and gals, and hope you guys are doing great. Okay, let me see, where's our... Oh, here we go. So here's the character we unlocked, and let me see... Edit style, and we can go to... And there's her new outfit. There we go. And we'll just put a different backpack, because that's Beast Boy's backpack. Alright. Honestly, I kind of wanted to show, I got this little, I guess he's out of the item shop now, but got this little crab, and he looks really cute. So, yeah. Alright, so good to see you guys in the chat, and hope everyone's day is going fantastic. Hi, hello, D-Pad Destroyer. Hi, Timmy. Great to see you, Lorray. Hi, Geo. Hi, Latergator. Hi, Tom. Hello, Jonathan and United Thrive. Oh, right. The next stream will decide if LeBron will be your main. Definitely, later, Gator. Yeah, so the next stream is going to be, if you guys are excited for it, it's going to be LeBron James in, yeah, in Multiverses. And I would get LeBron James. He does look kind of cool in his Space Jam outfit, especially. But I kind of already... used up. I only have 250 V-Bucks. There's a lot of characters I think would be really cool. I don't really think I would get this guy. He looks interesting. He does have a cool, that's a cute, just for that alone. I like that with the umbrella. It's very cute. So, like, some of these things I would get just for the accessories, honestly. Oh, here's some motivational exercise. Oh my gosh, I should do that. Then my character will stay in shape. And, okay, and there's, yeah, I kind of like, especially like the Space Jam LeBron James. It looks pretty cute. Toon Squad. And a taco shirt. That's pretty cute. And there's his king outfit. Actually, he looks pretty cool in that. He's got his shades. And it looks like you've got some challenges. You can unlock more things. So yeah, LeBron James in Multiverse is going to be pretty cool, guys and gals. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Luke is playing Multiverses every day, guys and gals, so if you're not able to play a lot of the days, I mean, that's why we stream so much. You know, if you guys can make a stream once a week or once a month or anything like that. I didn't realize I haven't uploaded a video on my channel for 2 months on my K-Wife channel, so yeah. And like I said, I was gonna do Monster Hunter today, but I couldn't get it started fast enough, so we're gonna do this today. So we'll hopefully do Monster Hunter tomorrow. Alright, and I'm just sharing the video now because I didn't get a chance. So, yeah, I had some, spicy meatballs last night. Well, I made them. They're not usually spicy, but I had them right before I went to bed, and I woke up like around 1 a.m. and my throat was on fire. So I've just had an interesting day today. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope everyone's having a great, whatever day it is, Tuesday today. And thank you guys for playing with me. Looks like we've got Geo, Shadow, Lycan, Super Chave, and me in our squad here. All right. So I'm just closing some of my tabs here. I had a lot of tabs open. Try to make sure that the premiere was scheduled, and it turned out, yeah, the premiere went up fine. So we had another video go up at noon today if you guys want to check that out. I think it was Harley versus Wonder Woman. And of course we have a short go up every day. So thank you guys so much for watching those. Really appreciate that, everyone. Oh, that's okay, Crossfighter. I haven't been... Oh, virtual hugs, Crossfighter. I understand needing a break from Twitter. I feel the same way. I always feel like I need a break, but today I kind of took a break from live. I mean, I don't know. I've been making... I'm basically... I was devastated because... So, I'm sorry if I've been a little off this week. I had my doctor's appointment. My blood pressure was very high in the past, and I almost, they said I was, gonna die or something, so they had me on the medicine, which I really didn't want to be on. So, I really really like to save money. I don't really like to spend a lot of money on food or anything, but so I've been really trying to. I found out that bananas really don't cost that much and help with blood pressure a lot. So I've just been having a banana every day and a yogurt, and that took a lot for me to do that. Usually I'm very stubborn. I will not try to spend that much money on myself. I see that as a lot of stuff to do. That's like costs a lot if you do that every day. Honestly, for me, I feel like that. So I just worked really hard to try to get my blood pressure down, and then my doctor was just like, he didn't seem to care. I was like, well, I have, I switched out all my salt with Himalayan salt. I have, a banana every morning and a yogurt, and I've, been trying to keep my stress down and everything. And he was just like, oh, now we're going to put you on 2 medicines, and grilling me on all these questions, and like, well, you're still not doing well. It's just very frustrating to me, because actually my blood pressure they read was 110/60, which is excellent. So honestly, like, my blood pressure might be perfectly fine, but he was like, well, I just felt like my doctor was kind of a jerk. I talked to my dad on the phone today, and I just was telling him how frustrated I was, because, I really am thinking about switching doctors, because he just made me feel like so small, like, really mean, and I just, so I'm sorry if I've been like harsh with people this week. It's been really hard for me, and I don't know, so yeah, I understand about needing a break, definitely. It's just like, I told my dad, like, like, what is this guy on? Like, how can you telling me he's I said, where did he get his degree from? Because he says, how could banana every day not be good? It's full of potassium. That's the best thing you can have for blood pressure. And that's not good enough. It's like, so I just, and yeah, I mean, like, it's frustrating, because if I had all the money in the world, then of course I would eat salad every single day, but nobody has that kind of money, so how am I supposed to do that? And plus, I don't think that anyone can survive on that. Like, that's just not practical. It's just, I'm just, yeah, it's like, I mentioned that I'm, stressed out, and then, then it's kind of like they mention, like, oh, well, let's see, something's probably wrong with you then. It's kind of like, no, I've been through some stressful things, so nothing's wrong with me. Like, I would obviously be stressed if I went through some stressful things. Like, it would be completely normal. So that's kind of why I literally didn't see my doctor for 2 years, and now I remember why, because the guy's a total jerk. No offense, but he's just mean. And I just starting to think, like, people, like, just, my mind just starts going, in circles, thinking about, like, most people I know that have high positions in, like, doctor or all these things, a lot of them are kind of jerky, and it's kind of like, you can choose to be kind, or you can choose to be, like, successful, but you can't be both, kind of thing. So it's just frustrating. It's just like, those are the kind of people that run the world, really mean people that don't really care. And honestly, the fact that he didn't even know, like, half of the stuff that I was doing to decrease blood pressure. Bananas have some potassium that can definitely decrease your blood pressure. In fact, my blood pressure has literally gone down, like, 30 points sometimes right after I have a banana. So obviously it does work. The fact that he doesn't even, it's like, it just reminds me of this person that I saw online. There's a chiropractor I watch online. His name is Dr. Berg, and he gives a lot of nutrition advice. And he mentioned how a lot of doctors today did not go through more than, like, 6 hours of nutrition in 8 years. Like, they'll go through one half of one semester for nutrition. So they really don't know the foods that are going to help you. They just know how to prescribe pills and tell you that you're not good enough. They have no idea how to actually heal anyone. They don't know how to like make your grandma's soup that has garlic and tomatoes in it to help you long term heal from, like, you know, maybe you had a lot of stress or you had a car accident. They don't know how to actually heal people. They just know how to like throw pills at people. So I'm very frustrated. The fact that I said I've switched all my salt with Himalayan salt, and he said, what is that? If you're a doctor, how could you not know what Himalayan salt is? It's just so weird. Like, I said, it's salt that has all your vitamins and minerals in it without it being stripped out so it doesn't hurt you. And he's like, I don't know what that is. It's like, well, then maybe you should choose a different profession. Like, why don't you move over of your chair and let me sit down there and analyze you then, because I'm pretty sure I can do this better than you. I don't know. Just like, I'm just so frustrated. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Crossfighter. Yeah, I feel so frustrated because it's like, oh, thanks for the hug. It's like I was literally, I don't know, it's like I was literally about to get like such a big scholarship, and I was gonna have everyone like, you know, like say I was so amazing, and when I was such a mean person, like I was not that mean, but I was kind of mean in the past, where I just didn't care about anyone except for my own like scholarship, my own thing that I was doing. Like, I just cared about making sure, like, if somebody was like, oh, well, that's not gonna work for me, I'll be like, well, this is how my school wants it to be, so I can't change my schedule. Like, I didn't really care. It didn't occur to me when other people were hurting around me. It was just like, oh, well, it's almost like these people that run the world, like these doctors and everyone who's at the top of society, like, their mentality is like, well, they just think like, well, I'm sorry, I would care, but I don't have time because my job is so important, much more important than you, that I don't have time to be a human being and care about anyone else. So it's like I was like this close to going down that route myself, and then, you know, it's almost like Luke got hit with a car on, it was supposed to happen, because it's so weird, because like everything in my life kind of like was gone. Like, I lost my scholarship, I lost my family being proud of me, I lost any ability to get a really high profile job that everyone could be proud of me for. And it was like all happened in one day, and it's just like, I start to realize, like, if I had made a different decision, like if I had just been like, oh, who cares if Luke is sick and he had a car accident, I'm just gonna do, you know, like, I could have just had, I could have just not cared, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I'm starting to realize that these people at the top of the food chain are just like, they just seem to be all like narcissists. They're just so, like, I understand this person has expertise as a doctor, but he's so incredibly rude, like, and not even, even though he's not rude, like, if he was rude and he knew what he was doing, maybe, but the fact that he's literally giving me medicine that obviously is going to hurt me, he doesn't really know what he's doing. It's just, he's literally not in it to heal anyone. He's just in this to further his career and just do his job and go home. Like, it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to these people if you actually heal anyone. Like, if you're a doctor, it just doesn't feel like it actually, like, literally, I guess I was very offended, because it's like, I literally had my blood pressure up to 199. I'm trying to relax, And the guy's worried. Then he brings up other things that are wrong with me. Like, oh, well, you could stand to, you know, and honestly, it was really hard for me because he mentioned, like, he said, what I found really offensive, like, if he was just gonna say it, he should have just said it. But, like, I've not, like, since I was, like, 20 years old, I ended up on this medicine, which made me gain, like, 80 pounds in 3 months. And I've never been able to get it off, like, ever. I've starved myself for 3 weeks, eating nothing, and then I was able to get back to my normal weight. And then when I eat normal food, like, just rice, vegetables, just normal things that everyone else eats, it just goes right back. So it's just like this guy's mentioning that, and it's just a very sensitive topic for me, but he didn't really mention, like I said, he's like, so here's a water pill, and I was like, well, is this to lose weight? And he's like, no, this is for blood pressure. It's like, no, it's not, because I've looked on the internet, and I know this is for, it's like, if he was just gonna call me, I don't know, I'm just so frustrated, I was so frustrated. I really just wanted to yell at him. Not yell at him, but I just wanted him to just admit that what he was saying. But he won't. It's like, I'm just glad that I'm actually alive, because I had my blood pressure up to 199 several months ago. And, like, I could be gone. Like, I'm just glad, like, I'm not really concerned with if I, like, look perfect or anything. I'm just glad that I'm here. So, yeah, it was just, I'm just starting to realize, like, that these people just, you know, and it's weird, because if I just did what everyone wanted me to do, and just, you know, got the scholarship and didn't care about anyone but myself, then everyone would just be really happy with me. But I wouldn't, like, I would just be like this doctor that doesn't care about anyone but himself. Everyone would just, everyone would just like me better if I just cared only about myself. Like, the world would like me better. You know, everyone would be nice to me. But it's just like, you get to a point where you just can't, you can't just do that. It's just, I don't know. It's frustrating that you can't. Maybe there are some people that work really hard that care about people. You know, my grandfather was a doctor, and he grew up poor. Like, I grew up under the poverty level in Illinois. My grandfather grew up poverty in China. That's way poorer than, if you're poor in America, you have not seen anything. My grandfather grew up dirt poor in China. So, I mean, that was in, like, the 50s or 60s or something like that. I mean, the way, you know, like, if you grow up poor in, like, China, it's a completely different thing than here in the United States. Like, there's not, you know. So my grandfather was very kind, and he worked really hard, but he didn't act like a rich person. He didn't act like, he acted goofy and fun, and he always acted goofy, and he always smiled and made jokes, especially in rich, stuffy places that I was forced to go to visit him and my grandma, and he would just make really funny jokes that would make all the other people at the other tables stare at us, like, and glare. Like, I'm so sick of people, like, glaring at each other. Like, I just cannot, I literally can't take, like, people are so rude. But I just remember my grandfather just didn't care. He honestly didn't care. And even when I talk about my grandpa today, like, I talk about how he would joke around at the dinner table, and he would make this little mouse that, like, out of the napkin, that he would, like, if you tried to pet it, he would have it jump up his arm, and he would just make goofy, like, sometimes, like, just crazy jokes. He would just be laughing when everyone else was, like, silently sipping their food. And he just didn't care. And honestly, whenever I talk about him online, people are always like, well, he was probably inappropriate. He shouldn't have acted like a child. It's like, well, I just, like, usually then I come back and I tell them, like, his list of qualifications. Like, well, he went to Harvard. But it's like, why do you have to, Why do you have to show a list of your qualifications to just be allowed to act how you want? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, this world is so really weirdly messed up. Like, literally, if you act kind or if you act goofy, then people take advantage of you. If you act like a complete jerk, everyone's nice to you. It's like it's like we will live in an opposite world. So it's just, I don't know. I just remember that one episode of Seinfeld where where George he's really stressed about his job. So he just, like, the guy is always thinking he's not working hard. So every time his boss comes into the room, he just acts annoyed and frustrated. And he acts stressed out all the time. And then, like, everyone thinks he's working harder, because it's almost like if you live your life in a joyful way, like, you have delicious, like, high protein eggs in the morning, and you go for a 5-mile run, and you listen to positive things, and, you know, you greet your neighbor and say hello, and you're in a great mood all day, and you're just, like, working really hard but smiling at the same time, everyone assumes that you have something they don't have, like you somehow have a better life unfairly than them. And then they just start to hate you and get angry and annoyed at you, like, oh, they must be having a good day because they have everything handed to them, which isn't exactly true at all. Usually you have to work a lot harder to smile than to be a complete jerk. So I just remember that George was like, what do I have to do to make my boss thinking I'm working hard? And he had to always act annoyed. And I've actually found myself doing that at jobs before, where people were really rude to me at jobs. And every time they would come by, I would just act annoyed. Like, I would act like I was stressed out, or like put a scowl on my face, like I was working really hard and don't bother me, like kind of give off a vibe, like don't mess with me. And then they started to, like, respect me more and act like, oh, okay, she is working hard. It's like, so if you're working hard but you're in a good mood, then you're not working hard enough. You're only working hard if you're upset and you're angry like everyone else around you. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just really weird. I don't know. I do feel like I'm in opposite world sometimes. Alright, see you later, Gator. So, yeah. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. Aww. So yeah, it's just like I told my dad, like, you know, like, I'm eating banana and I'm having yogurt every day, and it's been getting my blood pressure down, and, you know, my doctor wanted to give me this other medicine, and I said, you know, I think without my dad kind of acknowledging it, like, because I was telling my dad how I do, because I eat all this stuff to help myself. I get, like, this seaweed powder that I put in a lot of my food, and I get, like, vitamin B, extra vitamin B, like yeast. You can get nutritional yeast as vitamin B. Like, I put all these extra vitamins on my food all the time. Like, literally, I wonder if anyone else, besides Luke's grandma, is eating healthier than me, because I, like, literally eat healthier than anyone that I know. Like, today, I just had, like, miso soup with, like, some collard greens and eggs and a little bit of rice, and, like, that's what I had for breakfast. I don't think I could have eaten a healthier breakfast than that. So I just get very annoyed if my doctor's like, oh, well, maybe you can eat healthier stuff. It's like, but how could I eat healthier? Like, the only thing I could do is just eat air, because literally I cannot think of anything healthier than what I'm already eating. I literally just ordered some chlorophyll pills so I can have, like, chlorophyll every day, and that should help. But it's just, like, literally, whatever I do, it doesn't seem to be enough. And I honestly think that if you have stress, or you have, bad health, like you have high blood pressure, or you had something happen to you, you cannot fix it overnight. It has to be something you do over time. It's not going to change overnight. So I'm just really frustrated with, I think that my doctor just doesn't know how to do his job. I think, and I'm just frustrated in general. Like, every time I take my my husband, and every time I take Luke into the doctor and I show them his foot, and his foot is literally red up to the knee with no explanation. They just do nothing. They don't even seem to care. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's their job to take care of it. You know? They're just like, oh, well, you know, did you bump it? It's like, well, it's been like this for 2 years. Like, I'm so frustrated. It's like, if it's not the doctor's job to take care of people, then whose is it? Like, if they don't know what it is, then who does? Like, we even went to the special foot clinic and they didn't know. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, people call me on the phone trying to, you know, see what's going on with Luke, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, should I fly him to every city in the whole United States? Should I fly him to Dubai to see if I can find a foot doctor there who might take care of him? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know there's nothing else I can do. I literally can't do anything. So it's just definitely frustrating, because, like, you would think they would have, like, a network where they would be like, oh, well, let's call somebody on this. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah. So I can understand. It's definitely, I don't know. So anyway, as soon as somebody says I'm having a rough week, then I start going into it. But at least it gives me a chance to vent. So I'll definitely keep you in my thoughts and prayers, Crossfighter, that you'll have a good week. And I appreciate people doing that for me. So yeah. So yeah. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope everyone's doing great, and yeah, that's what I worry about sometimes, you know, like a lot of people are younger and they watch our channel and then they get out into the real world and they realize the real world is sometimes pretty mean, and then they just, you know, I cannot count the number of times that people viewing our channel, like, you know, that they just wanted to be, you know, happy and, you know, just love their life and just, you know, be happy and free or whatever, that once they got older, they just completely changed 180 and just realized that, oh, well, I can't try to live a happy life because I didn't realize what the world was really like, kind of thing. So it's definitely, you know, like, people always watch our channel for a while and then they leave, and then they say, well, I thought you guys would have moved on, and, you know, like, how could you move on from trying to just do, you know, try to be positive and try to play games that are just fun and enjoyable, and, like, you know, you don't really have to grow up from that. You can have fun your whole life. You don't have to, like, be like, oh, I did that when I was a kid and now I'm older and I'm not going to have any fun, or I'm not going to be happy anymore. It's just very weird to me. I find it odd, honestly. I'm just like, okay, that's weird. So yeah, I'm really glad that, you know, well, anyway, I was able to talk to my dad today, so it was nice. And I sent Luke's family and mine these multivitamins, gummy ones. So that helped me not to worry about them as much. Honestly, though, like, I sent those vitamins and I sent some other things, and I got some vitamins for myself this month. So honestly, like Luke said, I didn't really get to put any savings away because vitamins can cost a lot, honestly. It's just weird. Everything costs something. But I was glad to send it. Then I felt a little bit better. So I hope you guys are doing great, and great to see everyone. And like I said, I'm going to try to cut down on the runtime of the streams, but maybe the last match we do will be like off camera, like we did last time. So I know that Luke does 2-hour streams sometimes, and sometimes he runs over, which honestly does frustrate me. I have to be a certain time, but if Luke runs over, he kind of just switches the streams. So, but he tries not to run over. He likes things to start at 5:30, 5:15. Because there's like certain times that are good for the YouTube algorithm. So I do try to make these streams. I was trying to make them like 2 hours, but now they have to be about like 1 hour and 15 minutes more like. So the last match we do for most of the stuff we do will probably be like off camera. Maybe I'll start it on camera and then you guys can play the rest of it off camera. Oh, your mom's birthday is today. Awesome. That's awesome, Zach Davis. Yeah, that was nice. I got to hear that my mom was watching me and Luke, which is really nice. Like, I don't even know if my mom's watching this. I don't think my mom really watches my these streams. Actually, my mom kind of got me into doing my cooking vlogs because it was something I could like do that she could kind of watch, because I didn't really think she was into video games, but and it makes me kind of happy that she liked watching Luke and myself. So yeah, happy birthday to your mom, Zat. Oh, that's very sweet, Gio. You're very kind. Thank you. You're very, you know, oh, all the feels. I'm not gonna, so. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get out. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of nice that I was telling my dad some things I do to make myself healthier, even though my doctor doesn't seem to care, which honestly I think he's kind of crazy, because honestly the stuff I'm doing is really helping a lot. I was up to 199 on my blood pressure, and now I'm down to I actually got down to 110/60 once, but when I was at my appointment, but I'm usually like at 150, but that's a lot better than 199, So yeah, I just, it was nice. I told my dad, I usually have this red, I like telling my dad things that are very cheap. My dad doesn't really have very much money, so I always try to, that's kind of one thing I really wanted to do after going to cooking school and culinary, is I kind of want, I don't know, in my mind, I kind of wanted to be a nutritionist. I don't know why. I don't know if it would ever happen, since I don't know if I could ever do that, but in my mind I was thinking I would like to help people be healthy, but not making them drink these really expensive shakes you have to buy that are $70 a month on Amazon and stuff. I'm talking about actually real food that people can afford, bananas or a lemon, actually tell people if they have liver trouble, or if they're have cancer or anything, tell them what they could actually eat that could heal them, because there's actual foods out there that they could actually eat that could help them or elongate their life. And I would like to do that. I wish I could do that for people. It made me feel good that my dad, I told my dad about, because I get the little red miso soup packets, they're $1. And honestly, I don't know what is in that miso soup, but it has I know it has seaweed, mushrooms, and miso in it, which I guess is soybeans. But my gosh, I always feel so much better after making that soup. So I was telling my dad, he's like, I'm gonna try that. And that's weird, because my dad is a bigger stickler for money than I am. My dad, basically what my dad does is he would make, my mom and him would make money, not make money. I wish they would make some more money, but my mom and my dad would make whatever the food was for the week or whatever, and then my dad would just take all the leftovers, whatever is going bad, and put it in grits. So if we had made some turkey and peas and rice, then after everyone's eating, if there was a little bit leftover rice, a little bit leftover turkey and peas, he would just make that for breakfast in the morning. So my dad just tried all he could to not, waste anything. So that's kind of where, honestly, that's kind of what I end up doing a lot, which drives Luke nuts. But honestly, it does work to save money if you're ever in a pinch, because it can make some like meatballs or whatever, and then later on, if you run out, or if you don't have anything else, like say I don't know, you make say your family's bored of that and they want they want you to cook something else, you cook something else, but then I just take the leftovers and make it into something else, put it into eggs. I don't usually put it into grits, but I've put like French fries into my eggs before. Because it's just potatoes, so I have like repurposed it in the past. It's actually not that bad. Especially if you can find a creative way of doing it. Alright, so anyways. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. I actually watched a video in which I don't mean to be mean, but I did watch the video in which they showed the actual, like, Harley saying whatever quote-unquote bad words. And honestly, it didn't really add much to the game. Like, I was just like, oh, wow, this is it? I thought it was going to be really bad, but honestly, they added just a few. Like, everyone's been telling us, like, oh my gosh, it's so... Like, one thing I was talking to Luke today about, which was really funny, is... actually yesterday, the days kind of melded into one for me, because I was hanging out with Luke. Well, actually, no, it was today, 7 in the morning, because he was going to sleep. One thing I was talking to him about was the... hi LOL dude, hi Shadow Links, and hi Geo, hi everyone. It's just like, I was talking to him about, the fact that these people are just like, basically like, people are just like, oh my gosh, like very, stressed out if they hear a, swear word in a game, or see a bot say something and they're like, oh no, my eyes, like I'm scarred for life. But I was just telling Luke, like, well, like, how would those people, like, I understand, like, it's not good to see all that, it's not good to see that every time, but at the same time, I was just thinking, like, some of these, like, we used to get people that would get really mad at us if someone swore in the chat, and then I would notice that they would, on their own personal Twitter, or on their own personal, like, feed, they would be swearing like crazy. So I just felt like that was really weird, that people would be, like, offended and, like, pretend they're offended in our chat, but then act completely different somewhere else. So I just thought that was weird, but I was just saying, like, I don't know, I was talking, this might not make any sense, you kind of had to be there, but I was talking to him about, like, how, like, yes, there is a lot of, like, offensive, like, bots and stuff on the internet, but, like, if people, in reality, if people had never seen a swear word before, then they really wouldn't know what the swear word was. Like, I remember the first time I actually saw a swear word, when I was a little kid, actually, and I was on the school bus, and I didn't know what it was. So, literally, to me, it wasn't offensive because I didn't know that it was a swear word. It didn't bother me because I didn't know that it was bad. Like, I actually, funny story, I grew up in kind of like my school bus was kind of like I guess it was kind of a rough neighborhood. It was pretty rough. But, like, basically, like, there was this swear word, punched into the back of the seat, and I was, like, a little kid, or, well, maybe I must have been in fourth grade or something, or maybe I was younger, I don't remember, but basically, I tried to sound it out. I was, like, trying to sound it out, and my friend next to me was like, that's a bad word, she's like, don't say that. So, to me, I'd never seen it before, so I didn't know. So, yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. Oh, my first words were French swear words according to my mom. Oh, wow, Richard Taylor. Yeah, so... yeah, so it is 4:32. So we can probably do, we started this set. We can do one more, at least one more match, guys, because we haven't done an hour yet. So, yeah, so, I mean, this character is pretty cool, I guess. I don't really know what to say about her. I don't want to be, offensive, but, like, her, like, and I understand that people can't always get a touch-up at the salon, but, like, her roots, like, such a harsh line between the blonde and her really dark roots. It's like, no. It's fine. I know. It's supposed to look cool and edgy. I get it. Alright, LOL Jude is, Spider-Man, and we've got, oh, Geo is the other character that's in the Battle Pass. Very cool. We've got Armor Batman here, and, oh, no, that's not Geo. Oh, yeah. So I think we've got Sophia and Geo in here. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's Sophia. Okay, hi Sophia, hi Gio. I don't know how many more I'm doing because I have a stream at 5:15. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys have not gotten into Fortnite, I mean, you can definitely try it. Honestly, I think the worst thing about Fortnite is not really, I would say the worst thing about Fortnite is the temptation to get things from the item shop. Because they're always tempting you with new things from the item shop. It's very tempting. It's very... Because you're playing as one character. You're looking at a character all the time. And it's like, there's so many cool... some of them are kind of dumb, but some of the characters are kind of cool. Like, you know, the Battle Pass characters are cool. Obviously, Spider-Man is cool. Geo's superhero outfit is cool. Like, there's a lot of really cool... skins you can get. Like, I have a superhero outfit too, and there's a lot of, and then obviously Batman back there. All of you guys look cool, actually. We got Catwoman in here and some cats, and Frozen Banana is really cool, literally. We'll hear John Cena but can't see him. Okay. Beauty and the Beast came out the year I was born, and Lumiere uses French swear words. Yes. Yes. In fact, there are some words in other countries, both British and French swear words, that honestly I hear people say all the time, especially people that say they do not swear, which I find it interesting that they're not aware that those are actually swear words. So sometimes I try not to say it. And then people look at me weird and they're like, well, everyone says that it's just like an English thing. And it's like, no, because like I've looked up what this word means. So like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm very weird about that. Like, I also am really weird about other things. Like, if I find the meaning behind a symbol, I don't like it anymore. So sometimes some companies, if they have a certain symbol, I don't like going to the company anymore because I found out what their logo means. So I am really, like, I literally will kick myself in the foot in a way because I find out things I kind of wish I had not known. So yeah, it is weird how many people, like, even like people that are very, like, they're just like, oh, I've never sworn in my life, but they will say French and English swear words all the time, and they have no idea. They do not, like, they're like, oh, it's just a catchphrase from Britain, or it's like, no, it's not a catchphrase. And it's weird that they would put that in with cartoons doing that, but they do that all the time. Cartoons do that, but I'm too curious for my own good. I just know, like when we were on the Pirates of the Caribbean stream, they were like, well, what is that Calypso doing? And I knew exactly what she was doing, and people were like, why would you know that? Like, you know, she's asking the spirits to show her, like, what she's supposed to do, and that's why she's rolling those things, and people are like, why do you know that? It's like, I don't know, I'm really curious. That's my problem. It's just like, I have to look it up, so that's my problem. That's just basically my huge problem. All right. Well, hopefully we get that. Yeah, I mean, the best way is just, you know, yeah, that's a good idea, Lorraine, definitely. Just, if you start, just don't continue. Alright, guys, well, this is kind of a weird topic, so. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go with, private, and then, guys and gals, please ready up, because we are waiting. We're waiting. Everyone, please ready up. Everyone's ready, waiting to go. Okay, everyone is ready. So we're just sitting here waiting. We're all just waiting. It says everyone's ready. I don't know. I mean, whoever gets in at the beginning of this, like, whoever gets in first is who's able to play. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I have to do shorter streams because basically, the YouTube algorithm goes in different, like, sections. So basically, you know, like, anything I'm doing between 2 and 4, you know, that is not going to have a lot of people around because people are at work and at school. So, you know, like, my streams are going to have different rules for the algorithm than Luke's. Like, Luke can stream a little longer after 5 because, you know, more people are available. So my streams are always going to be kind of stressful because, you know, I have to keep on a tight schedule because basically, you know, YouTube, the algorithm wants an hour and 15-minute stream between the hours of 2 and 4, and they want it to be done with and in the search engine before half an hour before the next stream starts. So, you know, and, you know, it's just like, but then after that, after 5, the rules kind of change. So, if I could stream, like, if I had time to stream, I'd stream, like, 9 a.m. until, like, noon. But the problem is I can never do that because 7 a.m. is always our short, noon is always our noon video. So, I don't really have a lot of time to stream. I only have between the hours of 2 and 4, really, and that's pretty much it. Like, to start my stream, and then I have to be done a half an hour before we start, so. Yeah, I'm just, like, I honestly believe, like, that, you know, like, for instance, like, when I go and visit my family in August, I know the views will probably, you know, people probably don't think, oh, these community streams aren't that big, but actually, you guys watching them, it does help the channel out tremendously. It gets, it shows the YouTube search engine that people are starting again to watch the channel for the day. Because there's, like, a huge lull between midnight and, like, 11 in the morning. So, like, literally, the community streams are kind of like to rev that engine up again to get the YouTube algorithm, like, it's like a appetizer, I guess, if I'm thinking about food. It's like, it gets the YouTube algorithm realizing, oh, yeah, this channel still exists, and, you know, so, yeah. I honestly wish I could take the hours between 2 and 4 and just relax and do something, like, I really like doing and get ready. Like, just sit there and read a book or listen to music or do something really fun or watch a movie so I could get in a really good mood to do the 5 o'clock stream. But, you know, that's okay. You know, the YouTube search engine needs a community stream. So I'm happy I get to spend more time with you guys and hang out, and it does feel better knowing that you guys can actually play. Like, it does feel frustrating when I'm never doing any community streams because then it's like everyone's just watching me play games and no one gets to play with me. So it feels a little bit better doing community streams. So. Oh, wow. Okay, we got more points. Oh, thank you, cat person. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Sophia. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate that so much. You guys are all amazing. Thank you, guys. And hope everyone's having an amazing day today. Thank you guys and gals. Alright, I'm just trying to make make sure that our fort doesn't die, guys, so there we go. Yeah, I mean, it makes me feel really happy that my mom's watching some of our videos, because I think, like, I just, you know, my mom really wanted me to go to music school, and I didn't finish that, so it really, you know, it makes me feel happy that, you know, like, she's not been feeling well, and, you know, some of our videos and stuff, maybe they're making her feel better, so it's kind of like one of those things, like, I've had issues with a lot of different family over the years, both Luke's and my parents and other people, obviously, and I got to the point where some people ask me, like, well, you know, like, is your family, or is Luke's family or yours nicer? And it's kind of like, no, they're not, but I do like talking to them. Well, my family is nicer, I'll say. It's gotten a lot nicer. But it's like I won't use Luke's or my family as an example, but some family that I know has never changed. They've never become nicer. But I've just gotten used to talking to them anyway. I feel like family's the kind of thing where, like, if you have difficult family, you get to the point where even if they're not nice, you still feel better talking to them, because it's hard. It's really hard not to talk to your family. Like, even if you don't get along, it does feel better to talk to them. It does, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Like, for some reason, it just feels better to talk to them. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just better, because your family is kind of like a part of you. So, you know, if you stop talking, if you're not able to talk to your family, you're kind of missing a part of yourself. So it definitely, it can almost feel worse, like, even if they're not nice, like, you know, when you're younger, it's always good to try to be around people that are kind to you, but, you know, as you get older and, you know, you kind of realize, even if your family isn't nice, it's good to try to talk to them, unless they're, like, causing you tremendous emotional pain, and, like, you know, they've just, no matter what you do, they're really abusive and stuff, then you probably don't want to. But if it gets to the point where, you know, it's better to talk to them than, because otherwise what happens is, and one thing I've learned is, if you don't talk to your own family, or then the problem is that other people will come into your life and they'll say, well, I'll be a family to you, and then they'll take advantage of you and mistreat you thousands of times more than your family ever did. So, honestly, one thing is that, you know, even if you don't get along, in reality, your family has an, kind of like and, you know, everyone wants to try, even the meanest family members feel better when their family loves them. So, you know, like, even, you know, when you call them or whatever, then it feels really good for them. You know, even if they're not nice back, you know that you did the right thing, and it feels good for you. And it honestly, even if they don't admit it, that it does feel good for them, even if they don't admit it. And then after you do the right thing, you don't have to play into the hands of evil, maniacal people that want to take advantage of you and want to mistreat you and pretend like, oh, you don't get along with your family, I see, I'll help you out, and they treat you 1 trillion times worse. You know, I think so. That's why it's always better to, you know, I think that people always think, well, it couldn't be worse than this. Like, you know, my dad's so mean, it couldn't be worse than this. Oh, it could be worse. You could find someone that treats you worse, and they won't have any, at least your dad or your family member will have some kind of conscience and have some kind of motivation to try. Maybe they're trying their best they can, but somebody that's not your family, doesn't matter to them if something bad happens to you. They don't even care. There's no motivation for them to, you know. So I don't mean to be dark. I don't know why I became dark, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that's like why people are always like, you know, I don't know why, but I think that's one thing I wish I could have told myself from in the past is just like, you know, if you think one person is bad and you try to get away from them, you know, you could end up with people that are 1 trillion times worse. And then you don't have any. The problem is if you don't have family, that's something that you don't have anyone to fall back on. You don't have anyone to be in your corner and be like, no, I know her. She's not like this. You know, she's not. You don't have anyone to say that they know you. You don't have anyone to be there for you. So, you know, even if you think that, you know, your family isn't perfect, it's better to stay with them because that's the people that you're born with. You know, you may not always get along. You may not always have everything in common, but you know, they need you and you need them, basically. It may not seem like it, but in reality, like when you're younger, when you're older, you realize you do need each other a lot. Now I'm just getting weird. So, weird day with Amber. This is probably the last match. We might be able to do one more. So I'm gonna try to build this fort here. Yeah, it's like, honestly, my entire blood pressure thing stems from one thing, and you know, and it's something I don't know. Yeah, I can't really get into it, but yeah, I wish I could tell myself that from the past. Actually, this character is pretty cool. She's got blue and pink, kind of like Princess Bubblegum. My superhero character, Lady Bubblegum, from that was like very cool suggestion from Later Gator. Oh, I can try to friend you guys. Luke is just gonna play with whoever sends him an invite. So I don't really know how Luke's doing that. I don't really have access to the multiverse account. Yeah, so yeah, it's really like, a lot of people aren't very close to their families. It's weird. So if you are, I think you should cherish that and don't let anyone think like, oh, like, you know, you guys are too close or something, because it's really important. You know, someday you guys could be all that you have, you know. So like right now, my mom's really sick, and I doubt her doctor is, you know, cares if anything happens to her, but I do. I care very much, so, you know, when you're really in trouble, you know, the person that's probably going to care about you is going to be, you know, your family, so. Oh my gosh, what is this? Alright, I guess I should get my weapon out here. Good job, everybody. Oops. Oh, wow. Okay. This is happening. Okay, then. Alright. Oh, I can't seem to make a cool fort. I guess I'll just fly around. Oh, that's very... Oh. We'll try to get people to join, if we can. Oh, your mom and dad's family are different on both sides, country girl. Oh, you just ordered Pizza Hut. I love how you're just happy about the simplest things, Richard. That's awesome. Hi, Gio. You're just like Luke, Richard. He gets happy about the simplest things. Here I'm thinking like, how am I gonna live the next 30 years of my life? How am I gonna get people to, you know, treat me the right way? And how's our business gonna survive? What's my 40-year plan? And I'm just like thinking in the future all the time and thinking like nothing else matters like this, you know, like if Luke gets pizza and I'm just like, whoa, yeah, sure. I was like, but what am I going to do about all this stuff, you know, that I'm worried about? And Luke's just like, I don't know. He's like, I'm just happy about pizza. And I like that. I really like that. That's awesome, Richard. Pizza Hut is really cool, actually. I like how their mushrooms are, like, always fresh, honestly. That's one thing I like about Pizza Hut. Oh, thank you for keeping us in your prayers, Brittany. That means a lot. Yeah, my mom, she had, like, basically what happened to my mom was, like, actually, my mom and dad have had a lot of health scares, and but my mom, basically what happened was they thought she had cancer and they took out this huge thing in her stomach that was like, it did have cancer in the middle of it, but it was like encased in all this other tissue. So I believe they got it all, but basically, but then they had to like removed a piece of her liver just in case. And then my mom was like, she was just been so sick, like, just basically she's had to live downstairs on the couch, and when I visited my mom, she just looked so frail, and like my dad said she couldn't even come to the phone for like weeks on end because she was so sick. So yeah, it's definitely, I just, I really hope that she's gonna be okay, like, so it made me happy that she liked watching our videos, so that I told my dad, then I'll try to be positive on my videos so I can cheer my mom up. So, yeah. Okay, guys, well, I'll ready up. If you guys want to do one more match, you guys definitely can. I'll just open it up, like, public or whatever. So, yeah, that means a lot, Brittany. Thank you. And everyone, I appreciate that. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, like, yeah, definitely. So, yep. So thanks, everybody. So yeah, I'll see you guys around 5:15, 5:20 for another stream. If you guys want to play one more round, I'll just finish it off, camera, if that's alright. We'll try to get into a round before this starts, so maybe I'll just try to get into a round. Honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna sit here for 20 minutes saying goodbye if I do that, so I'm gonna put it on private again so nobody can, like, get in, and I'm just gonna try to do one more round here. So yep, so thanks again, guys and gals. Darn it, come on, there we go. Alright, thanks again, guys and gals, for watching. I really appreciate everything, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. We will be playing this week, sometime this week before Friday, we'll be playing Monster Hunter because you guys voted on it, and if we have time, we'll do Mario Strikers, if we're able to. We'll try. So, okay, guys and gals, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at 5:15, 5:30 for the next stream. God bless, and happy gaming. See ya, everyone.